Hey there, welcome or welcome back to Oops, I Planted Again. My name is Courtney, and I got a lot of houseplants this month locally in Austin, and I want to share them all with you, share the prices as well of what I paid for them locally, and then I also want to compare them to prices online and tell you whether or not I think I got a good deal, because most of the time when I'm going plant shopping, I'm not specifically looking for anything, so I don't really research the plants before I buy them, unless I've already had them in the past or know a little bit about them in the past. But normally I just get the plant and I just figure it out. But I feel like I got some good deals this month. So the first plant I want to show you is the most recent one. I just got it today, and I wasn't planning on getting this one when I went to go buy a plant today. There was a specific one that I wanted to get, which was the Radicans hybrid that I saw last week or the week before from Round Rock Garden Center. That's the one I was going to get because I knew that I had some rewards cash to use and it would have been a good deal in my head. But when I went there, I found this little Anthurium hybrid and it was cheaper and it was cute. And it's the Anthurium crystallinum dark times the, I never can say this word, Papillilaminum. That's a mouthful. I'm not even going to retry to pronounce that. But I saw this one and I just thought it was so cute. And I love Anthuriums. And I've only had one small Anthurium this size that I tried to grow like 3 years ago. It's literally sitting right there and it's terrible. I don't know. I'd never been able to grow it that way. That was the only one that I've actually gotten like that. All the other ones I've gotten big and I've grown them in that way. So I'm excited to grow this plant. I'm just really excited. I thought it was such a good deal. So it is $22. $22 was the purchase price. However, I did have reward points. So I was able to take $10 off this purchase. So it only ended up paying $11 for this plant. When I Googled this plant, I put in Anthurium times Papillilaminum. I can't say that. So for this particular one, I think I got an amazing deal. Looking on Google and searching, there's a lot of different hybrids that come up, even though that's the specific one that I put in. But if I look at one that's exactly what I typed in, there's one from this place and it says $25, free delivery, free, no tax. And it looks like a pretty good deal. And there's other ones, $30, $183, but I don't think that's the same Anthurium. So there's a lot of different kinds of hybrids listed that aren't exactly the one that I got. So I think an $11 Anthurium is an absolutely amazing deal. And honestly, I probably should have gotten two. Next up, we have the string of pearls. Now, if you saw my wish list plant video for 2023, this is one of the plants that I wanted. Not because I've never had it, but because I've never been able to successfully grow it. And honestly, it's already looking decently well. I haven't repotted it yet in the way that I plan on repotting it, but it seems to be growing. It is a little bit dry, so I'll need to water this today while I do plant chores. But I paid $6.94 for this. So let's Google the price and see how much these are going for online. Okay, a couple of places that come up. Home Depot online, $30 for a 6-inch pot. Mine's only, I think this is like a 3-inch pot or this is a 4-inch pot. $10, $5, $12. I think I got a pretty average price for this plant, to be completely honest with you. And I'm not mad about it. This is a plant that you can obviously find more now than you could in the past. Like before, I think I got one like last year, the year before, from Home Depot at a random Home Depot that I never go to. And it was a 6-inch pot and I killed it within like a few weeks. But I'm holding out hope that this one will be a lot more successful. Next up, we have the Alocasia Cupria. This was another wish list plant that I got. The next couple of plants that I'll show you are from my birthday plant haul, which if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above. But for the size of this plant, I was so excited. So I paid $36 for this. And also in my birthday plant haul, my total was $150 and I got 5 plants, and I did get a discount, but I don't know what the discount was from. I don't know if I had it on my account. I didn't know until I saw the receipt, which I don't have anymore because that was like 2 weeks ago. But I don't think I actually paid full price for the total cost of all these plants. And I will add that up because I'm pretty sure, even though I paid $150, I think the total cost is more, and I don't know where that discount came from, but I'm still going to tell you what this price is, and we're going to Google it. So Alocasia Cupria, a plant that I've wanted for a long time, literally for years, and I've had before from a pup, like from a corm, tried to grow it, not successful. So I knew the next time I wanted to get one, it was going to be full size. So this plant was labeled as $36, and it has a lot of leaves, which I am actually really excited for. It was already growing in a new one. I think this was the latest one that grew, and then it has another one growing right here. It is a little bit thirsty, but I'm not going to repot it or anything. I think pretty much at all. I'll probably just stick it in one of my decorative pots and just leave it in soil for right now. But let's look up the price and compare it to online. When I search up Alocasia Cupria, we have some $20 with $10 delivery, so that's about $30. $25 from an Amazon seller, but it says rooted on it. $25 for a 4-inch pot. They have some tissue culture for $9 free delivery. $10 for 2 inches plus $10 delivery from an Etsy shop. $30. 20, 40, 30. So I think my price was pretty much average. Like I think it was around the same price that you would pay for the plant. So I'm happy about it because it was one that I've really wanted for a long time, and I knew I wanted to get a full grown one. I didn't think I would get it for $36. I thought it would cost a lot more. And I have imported alocasias before, and they're very hit or miss. One of my silver dragons was imported. There was another one I had that was imported. I don't remember. Maybe that was the only one. I don't know. But they're a little bit riskier importing because alocasias are just sensitive plants. So I do think I got a good deal on this plant, and I'm super happy with it, and I'm excited to watch it grow in the next couple of months. Next up, we have the Calathea Rattlesnake. Now, this is a plant that I actually bought, one of the first plants I bought when I moved to Austin 4 years ago. I had it for a few years. It only died like in 2022. It got spider mites and mealybugs, and it just shriveled up and died. So I'm really sad about that. I think if I would have repotted it sooner, it probably would have survived. But anyways, when I saw this, I had to snap it up because I just think this is like one of the best plants that I ever bought. And I paid $16 for this plant, so let's compare it to prices online. When I Google Calathea Rattlesnake, this one says $1.82. Let's click there. Okay, so you can request to buy or trade, so I'm not gonna count that one because I don't know what that is. So $20 from Rooted, $22 plus $10 delivery, $10.99, $7, $12, $12, $12, $29, $20, $63. Wow, it's in a 9-inch pot. But I think mine's fairly large, to be honest with you. $20. So I think I actually got a really good deal on this plant. I've actually shipped Calatheas in the past, and this one I think is the most hardy of Calatheas that I've ever worked with and owned. So I think I got a really good deal on this plant, especially for how full the plant actually is. Here we have the Epipremnum pinnatum albo in a 4-inch container. I paid $34 for this plant, and if you can see, I haven't repotted it yet. I'm still going to give it another week. I honestly am not sure, but I think this might be like at least 2 or 3 different pieces in one. I'm kind of hoping it is. Even if it's not, I think I could cut it to be that way because I do want to get this plant to climb. Now, I've imported this plant before. It was last spring and it died. And I paid around the same price when it comes to importing because even though the plants are technically cheaper, you have to account for shipping as well. So when I averaged the cost, it was about the same as this plant. So we're going to look it up online and see if the prices are still in the same range that I'm expecting them to be. Okay, we have a ton of different prices, $30, $25, $10, but $100 delivery, but that's a pretty big plant. This one is $31 plus $12 delivery, and it's very white. That's kind of a beautiful, oh, it's not actually the mature plant. It's just a cutting. So, yeah. What else? 25, 35, 25, 37, 39. Oh, is that elbow? That's an elbow. Is that what I'm looking at? I don't know. $40 for some cuttings. 85, 45, 30, 25, 47. Okay, I honestly think for the size that I think I got an amazing deal. Even when I imported it, I thought it was a good deal. But this one is even bigger than when I imported that plant. And this one is actually alive and growing. The other one died pretty much immediately. And it didn't have fenestration yet either. This one has, I think, decent variegation. It's not super white, but it does have it. And I am going to stake this up very soon after its isolation period, which I got these on my birthday, which was the 9th of February. It's the 24th now. So technically, I would be repotting now, but I'll probably still give everything another week or so just because I'm not in the mood to repot yet. And I still have to get some more wood and stuff because most of these plants are in soil, and I'll probably keep them in soil for a while just because they're already in it. And usually nursery soil is better than when you get it from places like Home Depot or Walmart, because most of the time those plants are Costa Farms, usually the specialty plants, and their soil is terrible. Here we have the Alocasia nebula, another plant that I actually really wanted a long time ago, but kind of forgot about it because it was super expensive. But I found it for $34, and I'm gonna say I think I did get a really good deal on this. It just looks so freaking cool. And I noticed this one is a lot more thirsty than the other plants that I got on my birthday because I just watered everything this week, and you can see the soil it kind of looks really dry. So I may need to repot. I mean, I'm repotting all of these probably in the next week or two anyways. So I'll just have to keep on top of the hydration, but let's compare it to prices online. Okay, we have $20, $16, $30, $35, $21. This one says $5. Let's click this $5 one because sometimes they'll say that price, but if it's international, an international seller, you have to remember that you gotta pay for shipping. So even if it's cheap, you have to remember you have to average in the cost for shipping as well. What else do we have? $50, $14, $17, $65, $33, there's $10 delivery, but that one's 2 inches. $30 from Equigenera. It looks kind of small though. That's a seedling, so that looks small. $40, $150, oh my gosh. $25, $25. A lot of these look kind of small though, to be honest with you. So, and some of these are not even the Alocasia nebula. I think I did get a really good deal on this plant, and I love alocasias if you've been watching my videos. So honestly, I will pay any price for them. I'm an avid alocasia collector. The only thing that I struggle with when it comes to alocasias is spider mites, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better at handling them, especially when it comes to the treatment if I do have them, because I've been transitioning a lot of my alocasias into the drainless method. This one I might actually, I don't know. It depends on if I have a container at the time of repotting. But I do think I'm going to keep my Cupria in soil because it's already in a bigger pot than the Nebula. So I think the Nebula will be a little bit easier to work with. Next up, we have the beautiful Cebu Blue. I actually already have a Cebu Blue. And I think it was about $20 from Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't remember. I've had it for 2 years, and it's one of the last ones that I bought because I've gotten so many of them. I've imported them. I love Cebu Blues. I just think they're an amazing plant. And when I first got my first Cebu Blue, it was probably 4 years ago. They weren't out in the stores. I'd never seen one before. I was just scrolling on Facebook Marketplace and I found one, and I remember distinctly going to this lady's house and I was like, oh, hey, I'm the person who, bought the Cebu Blue cutting or whatever. And I remember her walking to the plant, and she had a beautiful house. She had so many plants. She walked straight to the plant and just ripped it out of the soil and just gave it to me in a paper towel. So I have a special place in my heart for the Cebu Blue, and I love this plant. So if I look online, we have this one, a mature form for $55. Seems very cool. $20 plus $100 delivery. $18.75. Wow. $8 plus delivery. $35. Did I already say 35? I might have already said 35. 18. I already said that. 35. 40, 23, 27. A lot of really cool mature ones as well. $41 from Walmart. That's really interesting because I got this from Home Depot, I think. I went to Home Depot because I was looking for wood and I saw that one. So that's interesting. 125, 25, 36, 146 for a lot of them. Okay, so I think I got a really good deal. I always say there are certain plants that if I ever see them again, I'm going to buy them because I'm going to do it. I just love having them. And normally they're plants that I think are easy to grow. Like the string of pearls, I've always had trouble with it. So it's not a plant that I would get every single time. But the Cebu Blue is definitely one that I will get. And I'm excited because this one will be the one that I let climb. I kind of did it a little bit before, but it was just a single cutting, and I feel like I didn't really give that one the chance that it deserved. But this one I put the entire basket in to be attached to the pole, so I'm really excited to watch this one grow big and beautiful. Here we have the lemon lime philodendron, another ultimate plant for me, one of my favorites, one of the easiest ones to care for. Always going to be obsessed with it. This is the second one that I've bought, and I actually got it from the same place in Pflugerville, Green and Growing. I got it 2 years ago, or maybe it was a year and a half ago. I don't remember, but I have that one trailing. That one's downstairs in my living room. But this one I've decided to let climb, and this one is honestly bigger than the one that I got before. And it was around the same price. I think it was like $18 or $19. And this one I'm going to let climb. It's actually almost at the top of the pole, and the ending, like the last little bit of plant that is growing towards the top of the pole, it's already corrected itself onto the pole, so that's gonna be amazing. But I'm a little bit nervous when I'm gonna have to repot this in 3 months, maybe less if it keeps growing, because the stakes that I have it on are already 3.5 feet. I think 3.5 feet. So I'm going to have to replace that, and then also I'm moving. So, but nothing's going to stop me from doing that. So let's look online for these. I don't think I've ever Googled these, this plant. Mine, was it in a 6-inch pot? I think it's bigger than a 6-inch pot. It's in a pretty big pot. I'm not 100% sure. But $25, $20, $9. Let's click this $9 one. Oh, it's a request to buy trade. It says it ships from New York. It looks really pretty. I wonder if that's the full thing. That's a good deal if it is. $3, $35, $67. That's actually not a lemon lime. $20 plus $10 delivery, $25, $12, $22. Some of these are not the lemon lime, even though that's what's coming up. 18, 30, 23. So I think I got a really good deal on this, especially how big and long it is. It's literally longer than my trailing one as well. I do think my trailing one could use a little bit more light, so I may need to give it some more light. But I think I got a really good deal on this plant, and this is one plant that I absolutely love, and obviously the Cebu Blue. But I just love this plant. I think it's beautiful. I think it looks really cool. And it's one that I don't see all the time. So when I went in there, I was like, if that's what I think it is, like as I was walking over, I was like, if that's what I think it is, I'm definitely going to get it. I don't even care. I'm going to get it. But I love this plant. It's one of my favorites. I will always recommend it. I think my best friend actually got one. She did get one. And I'm just like, you're going to love it. It's one of my most favorite houseplants ever. And last but not least is my Alocasia Regal Shield. So this one was $36. I'm trying to remember in my head because I do not have the plant in front of me. It was either 36 or 34. I'm 100% sure. Yeah, I'm 100% sure that it was either $36 or $34. There's going to be a nice montage of the plant on the screen, so the correct price will be shown to you. I've had Alocasia Regal Shields in the past. I've had a couple of them. I've had them in my shop. I've had them for myself, and I love them. So I was stunned at the size of this one, and I had to snap it up. I knew it was a good deal for this size because I'm pretty sure the other ones that I've paid for in the past have been abnormally smaller, like crazily smaller, and the same price. So let's look up the price for this one because I'm pretty sure I got an amazing deal on this one. Okay, this one says $1.98. Let's click on it and see. From Jiffy Plants. Okay, this is that other website from Request a Buy or Trade. It ships from India, so it will probably have a pretty big shipping fee. $17.99 for 4, 6, or 10-inch pot. $13, $9, $8 for a little rooted cutting. $38 from Walmart for a 10-inch. So I think mine's a 10-inch. If I'm not mistaken, $20, $89 for one that's about the same size as mine, $70. All of these are kind of small compared to the one that I got. All in all, I think I did a good job with my plants that I bought this month. This is like the most plants that I think I've bought in like a year. But I'm really happy with all my purchases. Even though I know that I'm going to move and it's going to be hell to move these plants, I feel confident that I'll be able to do it. And I'm already pre-planning like how I'm going to move stuff. Pretty much everything that I have in like a ceramic or glass container is going to be transitioned into some type of plastic potting. So I'm keeping all of my plastic pots that I have. And also I'm really good at shipping plants anyway. So like anything that's like in a cutting or like something of that nature, I feel like will be easy to transport. I'm also going to be selling a lot of plants, maybe not a lot, I don't know. It just depends on what the summer brings because I'm planning on moving in the fall. So if things start growing really hugely, I'll probably keep them because I just want to keep everything and I could just live with just plants and a couch and my bed and my dogs, and that's all that's all I'm going to need. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any in the future, and I will see you in the next one.